Today's televised La Liga game here in the UK was between Barcelona and Real Sociedad. It finished 2-1 to Barcelona. Don't let that scoreline fool you. They actually at times were second best today. Um, the goal scorers for all three goals are not what you would expect as goal scorers in this kind of fixture. Notice Messi not on the board, Suarez not on the board, Coutinho not on the board, Rakitic not on the board. So not your normal goal scorers in especially for Barcelona. Sociedad, not a side I know a lot about, but I know Juanmi, the goal scorer. This is only his fifth goal, so he's not an out-and-out goal scorer either. So, yeah, very unusual goal scorers for all three goals. The first goal actually came after 44 minutes from a corner. The first shot on target was by Sociedad on 32 minutes, I believe. So, not a really great game in the first half. Much like last week's game for Atletico Madrid against Celta Vigo, not many shots on target in the first half. Really disappointed by that with the quality of players at all in the Liga. I mean, even Sociedad, great technically on the ball. They've got some really good technical players. With all that quality and skill on show by both sides, really surprised by the lack of efforts on goal. Really surprised. But Lenglet's header from a corner, it's brilliant for his first La Liga goal. Brilliant header, powerful, well directed, and good technique. But the fact that he's only scored one La Liga goal now shows how many corners Barcelona on average take per game. Not many. It's half time. Sociedad, the way they've defended actually has been very, very well. They've really controlled Suarez and Messi. They've actually shut them down very effectively. Rakitic didn't have his best game today. He was actually pretty quiet in midfield. Vidal was, I think, the most energetic Barcelona player going between box to box. He was, I think, the best player for Barcelona for the energy he put in today. Half-time comes. Sociedad come out after half-time, a different team. They're the dominant team. They're controlling possession, the pace, the shots on goal. They are actually the better side. The goal itself, while there is some iffy defending by Lenglet and PK, which allows the space for the pass to Juanmi and his finish, the build-up play is exquisite. They are pulling the Barcelona defence all over the place, and Barcelona didn't look comfortable. They didn't look great defensively. The space created is because Lenglet goes forward, is drawn forward away from goal, and PK is dropping back towards goal. And yeah, big gaping hole between the two centre-backs, easily exploited, well exploited. And Juanmi, ex-Southampton player, didn't know that. He didn't do well at Southampton, he didn't do anything at Southampton, really. Scores his fifth goal for Real Sociedad since returning there. It's actually a very good goal. I do honestly suggest you look up the La Liga highlights package, and this goal will be on there. It's well taken. The build-up is brilliant. The Jordi Alba goal, which comes 2 minutes later, I think in part comes from the fact that Sociedad have actually over-defended. They've defended too well. Because they've shut down Suarez, Messi, Rakitic, Vidal, Jordi Alba is actually forced to take the shot on his right foot. And you can tell he doesn't want to do that as his first choice. He wants to pass inside, do the pass and move, and then cross with his left. In the end, he's forced to take that shot. The shot is actually the right choice. It's too congested in the midfield. It's too congested in the box. He has to drive and run, and then with his wrong foot, because he's predominantly left-footed, that's a brilliant goal. He scores a brilliant goal. Is it better than Juanmi's goal? That's open for interpretation. I think you would have had to have seen the game. I do honestly suggest that when the Liga highlights package is on ITV4 for this round of fixtures, you watch the Barcelona Sociedad section and look at the two second half goals, and you can debate which one's better. For me, I think it was Juanmi's goal, but for the importance, it's Jordi Alba's goal. Because after that, Sociedad open up even more. And actually, while they were opening up, they had the pace to cover back if they turned the ball over. They actually shouldn't be underestimated going forward, this Sociedad side, for next season. They've had a lot of injuries. They're a young side. The average age, I think, is around 24, 25. Barcelona were the older starting 11. I think they had 6 or 7 players today over the age of 30 playing at some point in this game. So you can sort of see going forwards, Barcelona has got a severely ageing core. And I'm not sure how much longer Messi and Suarez, they've lost that little bit of pace. I'm not sure how much longer they actually have left in the tank. They will have something left in the tank, but how much longer is left? Also, the defensive display by Barcelona today, they were susceptible to the crossfield long ball and the long chip over the top running behind. Defensively, they look a little bit suspect when you actually do go long against them. And the goal itself comes from almost passing and moving, but defensively they look suspect to the crossfield ball and the long ball in behind, and that might give Liverpool a little bit of hope because they're not this Barcelona side didn't necessarily look like it had a lot of pace in it either. Suarez, you would think, would outpace defenders. No. Llorente and Araziz, the two centre backs today, had the measure of Suarez for pace. He couldn't outpace them. If anything, they outpaced him. So, going forward, this Barcelona side, there are weaknesses there that can be exploited in the Champions League by Liverpool. Do they deserve the win today? On the second half, there were times they were holding on. But they had that lead in the first half. They took their advantage in the first half by playing that little bit better than Sociedad. So they had that little cushion, but had Clement Longley had that header saved, or if Juanmi had actually scored in the first half when he put it over the bar, it's a different story. And I think Sociedad will be frustrated they've come away with a defeat here and not got anything out of the game, especially after their second half performance. But here's the thing, there's only ever been 9 draws in this fixture, ever. Had there been a draw today, it would have been 10. So, generally speaking, this fixture is decided with a win for one side or the other. Sociedad's record in the Nou Camp, not great. The last time Barcelona failed to score against Sociedad in the Nou Camp was in 1983. So this fixture always has goals in it and is rarely left undecided by a draw. There has to be a winner in this fixture, generally by rule of thumb, historically. Barcelona laboured for that win. They weren't fluid. This might give Liverpool some hope that there's a weakness there going forward. Because this Barcelona side, even with Messi and Suarez up front and Rakitic in midfield, the commentators barely mentioned his name today. He barely got on the ball. He was marked out of the game as well. Barcelona are not just a Messi side. They have Rakitic. Vidal, I think, was their best player for the energy and the box-to-box effort he put in. Because the other key elements were effectively shut down by Sociedad. And going forward with that ageing core, how many more seasons can Barcelona be the best side in Spain? Because I think there's a turning of the tide. And I think teams like Sociedad who promote their youth players into the squad younger and earlier and give them that expression and that freedom to play, I think La Liga could become more competitive in the next couple of years. But there we go. Barcelona 2-1 winners over Sociedad. Thank you very much for watching. Not the best game today. There is hope for Liverpool in the Champions League in the next couple of weeks. Over both legs, there is hope. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Place your comments below. And I'll have some more videos for you soon.